quarter, we have a new character focus. Do you have any idea what it is? Hey! No. It is creativity versus underachievement. Got it? Oops. Well, it's a bit weird hanging upside down. But wow. Let's try it this time. Because it is about creativity, right? So let's be creative. Out of the box. Is this out of the box? Am I out of the box? Am I creative now? Is that what creative is? I'm getting kind of stiff neck. My neck hurts. Do you have to be weird to be creative? Is this weird enough? Am I creative now? A lot of people think that in order to be creative, you have to be weird. But that is wrong. Why? What is creativity? Well, creativity is thinking about a situation or a task or an idea in a new way. Doesn't say anything about being weird. It is the ability of a person to create, perform, or think of something in a way that hasn't been done before. It is to develop wise thoughts, careful words, and skillful actions to carry out God's will and to do what God prepared for us to do. It is finding a new and different way to view a situation or accomplish a task. Creativity is sometimes daring to be different. It's the use of the imagination or original ideas to produce artistic work. A creative person looks for different and better ways to make or accomplish good things and also good plans. In exchange for a door in Titanic, we went for a can. Here, both of us will survive. You're here, there's nothing to fear. The synonyms for creativity are imaginative, inventive, original, productive, visionary, innovative, artistic, and constructive. Create comes from the Hebrew word bara, which means to shape, form, or fashion. The Bible used it to describe how God created man in Genesis, when God, bara, or formed man from the dust of the ground. Genesis chapter 2, verse 7. Create for creativity. Speaking of bara, I am Bora, the explorer. And actually, exploring is also creativity. In Merriam-Webster dictionary, it says the ability to produce or use original and unusual ideas. And these unusual ideas sometimes come from exploring, like what I do as Bora, the explorer. Creativity is the result of concentrating on a need and asking many questions to find a solution. Do you see any need around? Ask the questions to find the solutions, and then you become creative. Creativity comes from considering how to do an old task from an entirely new perspective. Sometimes from a bold perspective. Because you have to be bold and courageous to do things in a new way and to be creative. Bye. Our ultimate source of creativity is God, because God created all things. He is the original creator. Well, everything is original because it all came from God. And God can also give us our creativity. We have to pray for it and ask God to develop it. But what is underachievement? What does it mean to underachieve? Continue watching to find out. Hi, I'm Ugly Duckling. And from my ugly duckling perspective, underachievement is doing less well than you could or what is expected, especially in schoolwork. Dup, 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 dup. It's doing things below one's potential or ability. Dup, 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 dup. Underachievement is when you do something that is lackluster, lacking originality, unproductive, or boring. I really don't like underachievement. It is unambitious, uncreative, unexciting, unimaginative, uninspiring, uninteresting, unsuccessful, dull, and lifeless. I rather race on carts. Ah! So how about you? Would you choose creativity or underachievement? Will you think of new ways on how to do things? Or will you just be dull, underachiever, not reaching your full potential, unproductive? It's up to you. Let us choose creativity, thinking of new ways on how to do things, being creative. A lot of people think that when we talk about creativity, we're only talking about art or something that has to do with art, like design, maybe crafts, colors. But we can be creative when we do our everyday things. We can be creative in cooking. We can be creative in sports. We can even be creative in how we tie our shoelace. We can be creative when we solve problems every day. We can also be creative in writing, in how we talk. We can be creative with whatever we do. Now go, look around, and find ways on how you can be creative while you do things that you do every day. Let's be creative. Go Wisers! Creativity versus underachievement. Toodles!